My boyfriend keeps doing a certain thing during sex that I hate. This might be a little descriptive, so read at your own risk. Every time we have sex, my boyfriend, 21, puts his fingers in my 19F, but I've expressed many times how much I dislike it, that it hurts and it is a turn off. He ignores it. He pulls my hair, to which I've also told him not to, and I just hate that he won't listen. I tell him I hate pain and that it turns me off. There were times he tried to put his member in my butt without my permission. It obviously never went too far in, but it results in a lot of pain and the feeling of needing to poop, even when it's his fingers. I cannot explain how uncomfortable it makes me feel, and it ruins my mood and it ruins sex. I don't like confrontation, but I've said more than once that I do not like it and he hasn't stopped. I don't know what to do. He also tells his sister and friends about our sex life, even right in front of me, and it makes me extremely uneasy. He would say they are close to me, they can take jokes etc. But they are not close to me as I barely know them. How can I get this to stop? Question mark. How do you get him to stop? You break up with him. He has repeatedly shown you that he doesn't respect you or care about you. Why do you want to be with someone who doesn't respect when you say no? He sounds horrible and I'd recommend dumping him and never talking to him again. Dump him. He's sexually assaulting you for his own pleasure. I'd even press charges considering this has happened multiple times. He's crossing boundaries way too much. He doesn't respect you whatsoever by the sounds of things, and he using and abusing you because you're not sure whether to leave him. Trust this comment section when we say leave, press charges and let yourself heal. Sexual abuse damages people mentally and physically. Please get away from him as soon as possible! Exclamation mark. This is absolutely a deal breaker. He knows you said no and hate it. He doesn't care. He's waiting for you to just break and give in. Edit, removed irrelevant sentences. This is absolutely rape and I'm so sorry you're going through this. There should be resources in the comments below. Please safely make an exit plan to leave this man. It's also rape. This is sexual assault, repeatedly crossing your boundaries when you have told him you don't like those sex acts is violating your consent. If he refuses to stop, leave him. Someone who doesn't respect your boundaries is not someone you want as a partner. Actually, it's rape. Forced penetration is literally rape. A friend of mine got PTSD from the exact same thing. GF is obsessed with my past sex life. Me, M27, girlfriend F24 constantly belittles me, references and overall obsessed over my past sex life and exes. First of all, I'm living with her in quarantine. I've had 2 relationships and have slept with many people, double digits. She says I'm her second. So I know she's not experienced. She will always say things like, oh, I know what kind of girls you like, or hey, there goes a goth girl, why don't you go fuck her? I had a little experience with the opposite gender. I like to experiment and she brings that up. She said like, sorry I don't have a dick, it's almost non-stop, and she's revealed to me that she's gone through 5 years of my FB messaging to figure out who I've slept with. She has a fucking list that she's recited to me of whom I've slept with. On top of that, I'm in quarantine and I'm essentially stuck while I'm attending school. However, every other thing about her is great. LOL. If she finds out that I wrote this, it's probably the end. However, every other thing about her is great. LOL. Yeah, LOL. If she finds out that I wrote this, it's probably the end. I'm crossing my fingers that this happens. This is no way to live. Retroactive jealousy. Dude, however the rest is great. That relationship sucks balls. Isn't it funny that these types of posts always follow the same structure? BF/GF does more damage to the relationship than good at the end of the post, but everything else is great. What is everything else? Bit typo. She sounds insecure and toxic to deal with, colon. This seems to be her way of telling you that she is extremely insecure. I feel like I'm dating a child and I don't know how to handle it anymore. Sorry for the format as I'm on mobile. I, 25F, have been dating my boyfriend, 24 meters, for about a year. We already love each other and I feel like he could be the one. We get along really well and I love his family and he loves mine. We're both living with our parents at the moment and planning to live together within a couple years. Since he's living with his parents, I find his parents can be a bit strict for an adult. He has a curfew and a bedtime. They'll forbid him from going out to see me if his chores aren't done. I think the worst one is that he can't spend the night at my home or any woman's house. Only men friends. He has siblings who also abide by these rules, though they are in their teens, so I understand the rules for them. When our relationship started and he found out about the no staying over rule, it was a laundry list of excuses. His parents wanted him to respect the household, for example when we expected and welcomed him over. Now they just say that spending the night is for more mature things and only to be for special occasions such as holidays or birthdays. It honestly feels kinda controlling and feels like I'm dating a teenager. I know I'm not, but it's becoming too much. These things keep piling up against me. The simplest thing happens and suddenly he's forbidden from even leaving his home. Every time I talk to him about how I feel regarding these issues, he says they're doing these things cause they care, and I have no doubt that that's why. But it's just so controlling it seems. I don't really see a lot of adult men get told they can't go outside and that they're punished because they didn't do chores. I've tried talking to my own family and they tell me how weird it is and agree that they're controlling, but just tell me to be patient. I'm worried that if I stay with him, try to be patient, and we move out, that his parents will continue to be controlling and treat him like a kid. I don't want to worry about that or worry about the next time I'll see my own boyfriend. Thank you in advance for any advice. Lol, he's 24 with a bedtime. Does he eat nothing but tendies and ketchup? I feel attacked. I think this is a big red flag. He is an adult. He is choosing to live in a place where he's under ridiculous restrictions and seems to have no intention of changing that. If you stay with him, this is probably the first of a lifetime of him deferring to his parents. I'm worried that if I stay with him, try to be patient, and we move out, that his parents will continue to be controlling and treat him like a kid. This is exactly what will happen because he doesn't see the harm in it. They'll control him for the rest of his life. Grandkids, forget it. You'll never get peace from their interference. /just nominal, look up what being in the fog means. That's him. This will likely be the rest of your life, if you can't get him to see the big picture. Yep, as they say, it's easier to break up with a mama's boy than to divorce one. I had this exact issue with an ex and his parents. Nothing changed and we broke up. Good luck. Same here. It's been 3 years since, and I wake up every morning thanking God that I got some sense in myself to leave.